My father and grandparents left Lithuania at the end of the Second World War and immigrated to the United States. I first visited Lithuania in 1995. I was only planning to meet a few relatives and return home. Instead, I became fascinated by the changes going on in Lithuania as it transitioned from a former Soviet republic to an EU member state. I kept coming back and moved here in 1998. The DISKO project started in 2000 when I was in a village and noticed some teenagers entering a building with loud music playing inside. I followed them and found a dark room with a disco ball and a Lenin head on the wall. Over 10 years, I would visit many discos like this. Most of these discos are located in Soviet-era cultural houses or cultural centers. In the back rooms, it was even possible to find old Soviet movie posters, gas masks, and other remnants of the Soviet Union. I was quite interested in all this debris of a dead empire. It seemed like the perfect backdrop to make a series of photographs about young people in Lithuania, a crumbling past and the uncertain future of a new generation together in one room. The communities where I photographed had been through a lot in the 20th century, including war, multiple occupations, and the new pressures of capitalism. However, they maintained some of the great diversity that's been part of Lithuanian history for centuries. In the discos, it was possible to hear people speaking Lithuanian, Polish, Russian, Belarusian, Romani, and even several words from Yiddish. Village discos are less popular these days. Lithuanian youth are moving to cities or leaving for Western Europe and America as fast as they can. But it's my guess this doesn't signal the end of village discos. The summer solstice, or Joninės, as it's called in Lithuanian, or St. John the Baptist Day in English, is one of the more important holidays in Lithuania. Despite being named in honor of a Christian saint, this holiday has very pagan roots. And Lithuania, with its distinction as the last country in Europe to give up paganism and accept Christianity, enthusiastically celebrates the solstice by heading to the countryside. It's one time during the year when villages seem more populated than cities. Andrei Tarkovsky has an amazing scene in his film Andrei Rublev showing medieval pagans celebrating the solstice. Naked villagers run around in the forest, dancing, jumping over fires, and having sex in the bushes. While it's assumed that discos are a product of urban culture, it seems to me that these pagan traditions from the forest could have been the first discos. And maybe dancing in the forest never really goes out of style. After all, the full moon and the stars make a pretty awesome disco ball. Thank you for your pledges and support of the DISKO project.